Action! Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I'm supposed to yap or try to yap now. We are speaking English for the reaction of this video because I want to upload it to YouTube. I am indeed a nerve ball, a Bulgarian nerve ball that hasn't used her proper English in a while for anything other than memes. We're here to talk about ASMONGOLD. After deciding to research his lore on stream, and it was completely by accident, I had no idea that right now the dude is finally unbanned and live on Twitch since tonight. With 50k viewers, and we are one of them. An 8-hour ASMONGOLD stream, like if he streams for 8 hours like this, he's already 6 hours in stream. For 8 hours of his stream, he's costing Twitch $25k to broadcast his stream and to upload his bits in YouTube. So he's back, and he's back costing Twitch thousands of dollars per stream. We reacted to his I cleaned my house video, and I haven't commented on it yet, but I'm gonna comment on it now. I'm really proud of the dude. So I've been deep cleaning my house. I've been feeling exactly like he described in his video for quite some time now, at least a month, and I have some boxes from new stuff lying around as well, even though I did quite the cleaning these days again. And it's fine compared to that rat video we saw earlier. Congrats, my dude. I'm so happy to have you back on Twitch, yo. A stream with 50k viewers is going to cost Twitch a lot. Props, he's been uploading these videos we saw that are from 30 minutes ago, 3 hours ago, live while streaming. What a chat. How long do we have to listen to your English while we react to this? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's go. So ASMONGOLD was in detention from Twitch for 14 days. 13 days ago, he did this apology, hasn't been posting. Earlier, we've been talking about, or I've been talking about how much I miss his content. And these 13 days, I've been wondering how he's feeling and whatnot. And the new videos popped up. So now we have this, and we're gonna do a reaction to this while he's live, dude. The dude is one of my favorite content creators right now. So
hey guys, I wanted to talk to you all about what my reason was for getting suspended on Twitch, and also what my plans are going forward. I'm going to try and structure this video into two parts, where the first part is going to be me talking about the Twitch suspension, second part is going to be talking about myself. And the first thing I want to start off with is something that I know it might sound a little bit insincere because of how ridiculous this is, but I really mean it, and if you listen to the whole video, I hope you can see why. Everybody who's come and spoken out and talked to me and said stuff about me, you know, aside from the, oh, you should kill yourself or something like that, I want to say that I really appreciate you. And I think this has been something that's a long time coming, and I actually think that this is something that not only I deserved, but it's also something that I needed. And I want to talk about what the reason for that is, but I want to start off and just make sure that that's actually very clear. So a couple of days ago, I made some comments about Palestine and also about Hamas and, you know, some just general, you know, basically opinions that were trivializing the genocide that's happening there. And I don't really want to like mince words or like try to like, oh, I wasn't justifying or, you know, promoting it. I said something about it that was disgusting. I said that I didn't care about innocent people getting killed by another force, by anything. And I think that that's a horrible, disgusting, mean-spirited thing to say. And I don't necessarily think that it was really racist, really. But when I'm using language like Palestinians or like the people there, rather than what my real language was, I've always been very outspoken and very against religious extremism. And I still am. I think that any religion and any way of thinking that's going to cause you to put other people in like kind of positions below you as like like gay people, women, people with disabilities, anything like that, I think that that's a really bad position to have, and I really don't like that. And I think that my problem and my fault here was that I was making a criticism of religious extremism, and I made no effort. And I feel like almost I've rewatched the clip, right, or a number of the clips, and it's like I've almost made an effort not to draw a distinction between the two things. I think that a lot of us here can easily say that we're against religious extremism, and I am. But whenever I categorize everybody in the area as this like group, then
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. I wanted to let him finish like everything he was saying, but I kind of want to say something. Watch the other one where he got the ban. I am not watching that video. I am summarizing it. There's no way I'm watching that video on stream. I'll tell you about this video that got him banned. What he said was basically that all of Palestinians in general have an inferior culture to people in the West, and generalized them so bad when he said that he disregards them and doesn't care about the situation because they're below him essentially, and he said that they have mass murder and genocide built into their Sharia law, into their law, but he generalized like all of them, and it's basically exactly that. He's generalizing religious extremism, and he said that he doesn't care about the current conflict and war that's going on between Israel and Palestine, and he just you know how why people hate astrology and why they hate all of this generalization crap, like all the gays are bad, all women are bad, exactly what he's saying right now. He definitely regrets what he said. He should have phrased it properly if he was gonna make such remarks. He should have, instead of saying all Palestinians, he should have said Hamas, they're a small portion of the Palestinians, and they're not the same, and they shouldn't be categorized as the same or regarded as the same. If he wants to, just chit chat about it and express his opinion without getting the Twitch chainsaw.
I'm the asshole, and I was the asshole. I had a lot of you guys tell me that. And it's taken me, this is what's so crazy about it, is that I think this has been going on now for like 2 years. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most mean-spirited, I don't really even know what the word is for it. Just like the most mean-spirited, rude, like nasty.
I also want to say that I really like his takes. This one was pretty bad, and what he said was stupid in this situation, but generally I respect the dude and I respect his takes, and his point of view is kind of mid, not too liberal, not too conservative. He's kind of mid, and he's expressing it in a really cool way, and I relate to the dude, and one of the reasons why he's one of my favorite creators at the moment. So
like just callous, psychopathic version of myself. I think
he doesn't respect those that are getting attacked. Yeah, you're right about that. He realizes that. I think he talks about it in his apology. He really did disrespect them in a way by saying that.
My friends have told me this. My dad has told me this. He said, "You've got to chill out. You've got to calm down." I've been like, oh, that old man doesn't know what he's talking about. And I've finally had some level of accountability for that. And thank God. I look back at some of the things that I've said and done over the past 2 years, and I don't think that I've been wrong about everything, obviously, right? But there have been ways that I've communicated and ways that I've acted that are indefensible. And I think looking back on it, it's just disgusting. And it's something that when you get lost in the sauce and you get fixated around like listening and reading feedback and just getting hyper fixated, this is like your entire life, you lose a perspective on reality and you lose a perspective on the world. And I think that perspective was brought into perspective yesterday and the day before, when I was making comments like this. And I feel so stupid. It's crazy. So I'm getting all these people making negative comments toward me. Everybody is telling me like, oh, go kill yourself, I hate you, everything like this. Do you know who reached out to me? And they wanted to talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. It's people that were Islamic and people that had fucking family in Palestine. And how humiliating is that? How absolutely humiliating is that? And these were the people I was trying to say were bad. And
Yeah, I can empathize with him. I mean, sometimes the things we say and when we generalize like that, it's, at least at least those people that reached out to him, like, they're mature as fuck. They looked past what he said, and you know.
I feel like such a fucking stupid asshole. I really do. Um, I've always been I guess like I've always been kind of like an atheist, and even as a young kid, I was raised Roman Catholic, and I was always very defiant towards it. And I've always had a
So 50 said that he's not right, he's actually stupid. I disagree. I think his take can be right if he said the correct terms, and it should have been phrased very, very differently. And yeah, I mean, it could be right, exactly everything he said, although even though it's right, it's still a bit too, I don't know. You can't say that. You can't just say that. I
negative.
agree, even though I kind of don't want to agree. I'm all about free speech and not, everyone not getting so offended by everything. But it was still pretty harsh to say. There's good people over there. We shouldn't generalize them. And I'm kind of, guilty as well. I've been spending a lot of time on 9gag, and I've read a lot of things from one of the sites. So, yeah, I've been generalizing too a lot, and that's made a lot of people think that I'm actually, super conservative or whatever, when I was thinking I'm more liberal, or at least in the middle. At least that's what I like to believe, but I got a lot of people thinking I'm super conservative from these takes that I got from 9gag, dude. It's
Opinion of religion, and I've also had a negative opinion of religious cultures. And I think that opinion is definitely shaped by the media that I've created, and the media I've created for myself, and then also just the media that exists, the media that I've chose to seek out as well. And I think that media has allowed me to have certain predispositions and certain biases that um, the truth is that don't have any sort of relation to what my own real life has been experienced, or my own real life experience has been, excuse me. And so I've been spending a lot of time talking to those people, and I've seen people like fans of mine, like I had viewers messaging me on Discord, like, why are you saying this? Like, do you want to talk? Do you want to, like, I'm willing to talk to you, and like, like let's try to work this out, right? We love you. And I scrolled up on their messages, and these are people that messaged me in like 2016, 2017, 2018, like, I love your content, I love your stream, I love you, right? And now they get to hear this from me, and I just feel like such a stupid, belligerent fucking asshole. I really do, and I'm sorry. I really am. I think that it's extremely fair to criticize religious extremism, and I think that it's extremely unfair to categorize everybody in part of that group as religious extremists. I think it is, and I'm really sorry for that. I've just been a fucking dick, and it's weird because yesterday I woke up and I didn't know if I was gonna get suspended or not, and I planned on, and I was like, I remember I was like driving, and like, you know, you'd think that
I don't get why people get offended by stuff said on the internet though. Because there's places and you can't just say absolutely everything everywhere on the internet. We both know it. It's just not how things work.
like your heart rate would go up, but if anything, I felt more relaxed. I felt like finally I have a moment to just take a step back and breathe and think for myself and just stop, just like get out of my own head. And I spent a long time like just writing basically a list of all of these things that like I think that I should be doing with my life. And this is going to be kind of the second part, by the way, of the video. Comments that I made were pretty much about religious extremism. I think it's bad, but I've categorized a lot of people in that way that was unfair. It's wrong for me to have done that. I said something that was bad. I should not have said that. I should have chosen my words more carefully. I didn't do that. I doubled down on it. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. That's pretty much, I was a fucking asshole. I was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. And so, actually, I do know what else to say. I don't like making apologies because I think words don't matter. But I do think changed actions and changed behaviors do. And so you can take my apology as hopefully better content. And if you're not seeing that, I want you to hold me accountable. Hopefully this time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it. Mouth is pretty dry. Anyway, so the second part about this is that I want to talk a little bit about like my life, my personal life, etc., and kind of some of the points that I think that I've kind of gone through to get here. So the main thing is that for the past, like, I would say like 10 years or so, if you look at my life like this, I would have said 10 years ago or maybe 8 years ago, streaming was like this, right? YouTube was like this. And now I would say that my life and streaming are basically the exact same size. And what I mean by that is that streaming is my entire life. Doing this is my entire existence. And I think that the process of that has been extremely unhealthy for me. And
Someone disagreed earlier. Was this what you disagreed with? That streaming is not so attached to his life right now, and it was more attached then? I would argue because the dude does long ass streams every goddamn day he can. Long ass streams, and you saw it in action tonight. I wasn't meant to do that. It wasn't structured or anything. It just happened. You can see that while he's live, he's like dishing out videos on YouTube live, like.
I think that what it's done is that it's allowed me to become such a one-dimensional person that I'm not even a person anymore. It's like I'm Dark Souls, I'm going hollow or something. And I think about like all of the, you know, like I made a list of all of the things that I'm not doing in my life that I should be doing, and I was writing it down, and I'm like, you know, fucking like, I'm just going and going and going. I'm like, oh my god, I think it'd be shorter if I transcribed the Bible. Like, this is insane. Like, like, whenever I had everything written down line for line, it's like, oh my god, I'm ruining my life. I've been existing, and I want to, at a certain point, actually try to live my life. And I don't think that I've been doing that. And so what am I going to do? How am I going to do that differently? And what does that mean for my stream, etc.? I think that I'm going to cut down a little bit on streaming quite as much. And I think I'm also going to cut down... This is going to sound like... I hope I can say this in the right way. I feel like the main times that I laugh on my stream nowadays are when I'm laughing at other people. And I look back on videos that I did from 2020, 2016, and 17, and yeah, I've always been an asshole, but holy shit, I've been way more of an asshole. It's insane. And it's a night and day difference. And I've had, again, everybody in the world telling me this, including my own dad. and I've just ignored them. And finally, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe this is too far. Maybe I need a course correction, which is why I think that like getting suspended in this, I hope that it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I don't know whether it is basically fucked. And I'm gonna take a step back from all of that. I'm gonna step away
Also
from my
gonna
position
upload
on
it to
OTK
YouTube.
and Starforge and everything. I want to, and they're fine with that. They respect that, and I want to do this, and I want to do this not only for them, but mainly for myself.
I literally cannot speak from first person on this topic because I don't know what's going on with these people and how they're feeling, and I'm being respectful about it. I feel like.
So I can be a better version of myself for everyone. And I want to apologize to all you guys, my viewers, that I don't think I've lived up to that. I think that I can be a lot better than what I am right now. And I don't even think that I've been putting in half the effort that I should be in the way that I should be. And I'm sorry. And so my plan is to, when I get unbanned, I'll keep streaming regularly, right?
You don't know anything but making video. I know a lot about this topic because I've actually consumed content and videos about it, and I've seen what they talk about in these videos. I see how they address this in videos without getting striked. So I think I'm safe, and these people, trust me, they were much more, straightforward with all of this.
Trying to do things that are fun, trying to laugh more with people rather than at people. I'll still laugh at people every once in a while, okay? Like let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's laugh at people.
But it's about a focus, and it's about a tone. I listen to my tone and the clip.
He said that in the last video too. We're gonna laugh at people again. Of course we are.
And I just sound like such a piece of shit. Really, at the end of the day, I sound like a piece of shit. I sound like a terrible person. And it's just so mean-spirited and callous and just mean. And I don't want to be that person anymore. And
Preach to that, my dude.
I've spent a long time growing up. The time I did, I was an r/atheism enjoyer. I have a very negative opinion of a lot of religions. I've had the experience.
50, after the video we can talk a little bit about what I know, and it's not much, but what I know from first person, because I've spoken to some people from Israel this summer.
Experience firsthand of the negative effects of Christianity and the way that I view that.
So I don't mind.
I've read a lot of very bad things about Islam, and I've made a lot of criticisms of it. I've talked to a lot of people about it. I've heard a lot about it, and I've been like watching things about it, and I've been like hearing people telling me this is the way it is, but I've never seen it. And I actually think that after all of this, I think towards the end of next year, I think I'd like to visit the Middle East and see it for myself. I want to see it for a historical perspective, right? I would love to go to Istanbul in Turkey. There's no ulterior motive there at all. But it's not just that. I'd love to visit places like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, any of the other places. I mean, the truth is that, and this is the worst thing about what I said, some of the places that I would want to visit because of the way that they're like just the internal strife, the actual literal wars that are going on, people being literally killed there, and I might not be able to do that. But I want to do it, and I want to see it for myself, because I don't like believing what people tell me. And I think that when I do, I end up being a fool. And I want to see it. I want to see it for myself, and I want to experience it, and I want to live my life. And
500 years.
I'm going to try to, like, I don't know, like, clean up part of my house. I'm going to try to do this, and I'm not going to hire a cleaner. As I said, I was raised Roman Catholic.
We can talk about that
and
later.
I think I need to do this for myself. I need to take accountability for bad things.
We can try.
For letting my life get this out of control. And I don't need a get out of jail free card. So I need to do that for myself and for my own closure as well. And I think also I want to live for the the idiots out there that, they're, like looking to me to be a role model, right? Oh, not a good idea. But there are people that will see that and they'll think maybe to themselves, maybe I should do the same thing. And if I can do that for one person, well, I've already done it for myself. I've already done a good thing, and so it could only get better. And so that's what my plan is. I'm going to try to like rethink my life. I have had a lot of people reach out to me. People I would have never expected to reach out to me in ways that I never expected. And I understand that, I'm still very critical about, religious fundamentalism, right? But when you paint with such a broad brush that you just include an entire group of people, you're just being you're being a piece of shit. It's like people said it was racist. I didn't mean it as racist, but if you listen to what I said, it's easy that you could assume that. So easy. And so I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking moron. I've been an asshole. I think I've evolved for the last 2 years. I think that I've negatively affected other people too, in ways that I hate. I don't even hate to say this. Like I think I need to say this. I need to say it more. I've negatively affected people in ways that I regret. I think whenever I go back live again, I'll probably talk about that more. And like there's some just different people I kind of want to apologize to, and take accountability for things that I've said and done that have negatively affected other people in ways that were unfair and wrong. And that's what my plan is. That's about it. I want to say that I hope that now, after you've heard what I have to say, that a lot of you all can see kind of why I'm saying that I appreciate this. I really think that this is something I needed, and I hope that this is the next part of the rest of my life. And I want you guys to hold me accountable to that. So if I'm being a fucking asshole again, if I'm being mean, if I'm just being callous, acting like a psychopath, just treating people awfully, outside of a WoW raid when they get killed by fire, but really, laughing at people's misfortune, try to say, man, just chill the fuck out, stop it. Just stop. And I'm gonna do my best to listen. I spent 2 years ignoring it, and look where it got me. This is not even the tip of the iceberg of the problems in my life. And I want to thank everybody for making me aware that that's the case. And hopefully I can avoid the iceberg, right? And so I want to say that's pretty much about all I've got. I'm sorry for a lot of people I let down, not just with comments like this, but also just with the way I've been doing things in general. I think that you guys deserve a much better version of me than what you've been getting. And I hope that I can live up to that in the future. And I don't even want to think about it in the future, right? As soon as I get unbanned, the best apology is better content, change behavior. And that's what I hope to do. So yeah, anyway guys.
I go smoke. You guys are too much. Oh my god.
And
I want to smoke too, but I just want to finish and round up this whole video thing I'm recording because everybody's protesting and they want to switch to Bulgarian. So this is ASMONGOLD's apology to the video we talked about earlier. Obviously, I don't agree with what he said because of the way he said it and how he addressed it. And I'm not so sure he should have addressed it anyway on the live or whatever. But, I'm not judging that fully. I'm only judging what he said and how he said it. Obviously, he's sorry. I really like his takes and how he decided to go about his life for those 2 weeks. I don't know if you know, I've been banned for 24 hours from Twitch and they didn't even let me know why back then, but I lost a really good stream VOD and some things I would have liked to upload to YouTube actually then, but I lost the VOD and my account for 24 hours and it was painful. He lost it for 2 weeks. I'm really glad that he managed to clean his house. I'm really glad to see him online today. I didn't know 2 weeks passed. I was just, wanted to come on stream and talk about him really randomly. I didn't realize today his ban is over. Thank God. More content and yeah. Props to the dude. I wanna be the content creator like him, kinda. And don't talk about shit like this, generalizing so much in the future. And cut.